107.7 GNA, Albany's #1 for new country. I'm Jess. We're here at Country Fest with Eli Young Band.
Hey.
Hello.
So you guys just released your greatest hits album in March. You've been around for a really long time. What made this be greatest hits?
We've been a band for a really long time. But
Yeah.
Crazy Girl was kind of our first introduction to the, to everyone,
Sure.
know. And so there was a lot of stuff before that, because we were kind of this garage band down in Texas. We were releasing records independently, and there were a lot of songs and stuff that a lot of people hadn't heard. And so I think Love Ain't was kind of this new chapter for us, and we felt like there were a lot of folks out there that may not have known our older stuff, and so we kind of combined obviously the hits from the radio, and then some of the songs that our old school fans always request and always want to hear.
So when you came out with Love Ain't 2, you had a wonderful video with Wounded Warriors Project. What made you want to use Wounded Warriors Project with this song? Was it the story itself?
I think it was definitely the story itself. Taylor and Danielle Morris are the stars of the music video, and Taylor Morris, his story of coming back home and serving his country is just incredible in itself. But we wanted to find that ultimate love story, and Danielle and he and Danielle, they have this ultimate love story. They absolutely are the epitome of what love should be and love is. So, the footage and their all their home footage just speaks for itself. It's its own video in its own right. So.
And I'm really glad you did, because I said that story is gorgeous, along with the song. Perfect. It was perfect. And so you guys have been making music in the industry, as you said, for a while. Is there anyone right now who kind of piques your interest that's just coming out?
A lot of artists. Brandon Lay's on the show today.
Right.
I really like what Brandon Lay's doing. Who else?
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
He's making really great music right now. Some real clever country stuff.
Yeah.
Well, a different question then, kind of on the same line. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be country, but if you guys weren't Eli Young Band and you had somebody else's music you had to play in a concert every night, who would it be?
We could try to pull off Little Big Town. Yeah,
I think you guys could sing some of that.
Yeah.
We might miss a few of the high harmonies.
Yeah.
You could try.
We could try.
I mean, they would probably still sound really good, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Close enough.
And between all of you guys have a lot of children. How many is it?
We got 7 between the 4.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have any kids, so 2 is a lot of children.
7 is a lot.
Yeah. No, 2's enough for me to handle on my own. But
Yeah, we've got 7, 6, and under.
Right.
Age-wise.
And so do you have because usually with my cousins, as I said, I don't have kids, we do a lot of passing down of things. Do you pass around toys between all of you?
There are some. I know I've got some clothes that were from your daughter, my youngest daughter, and I've got
jump houses.
clothes to you.
Have you seen them come back? You're like, oh, I remember when I bought that at that consignment shop.
Yeah, that's funny. No, I have not seen any of my stuff come back. No.
We also have a drawer on the bus now that is just for toys, and so there's toys that just kind of end up in there too. So.
And I'm sure the bus, as much as you would either like it or don't, is hearing a little bit of Baby Shark every so often.
We tried in my house to avoid that song for so long.
How has it gone?
It went really well for a very long time, but now it's kind of exploded.
Yeah, I don't think you could if you wanted to avoid
there's
that
no way.
at all. And so some of your kids are very young, but some of them probably are old enough where you can find out that they have a music bug. Do any of your kids have that so far?
Yeah, I think both of my kids do. I think, of course, my youngest is about to be a year old, but I feel as if
bopping the toes around.
he's a big dancer, so I think that he's really feeling the music. But I know my daughter is. I know she's got a good ear already.
Yeah, my daughter, she took to music, I think, way earlier than my son did, but she's one, and she'll just rock and dance, and it makes me excited that she's probably going to really have the music bug.
Do you bring any Eli Young Band songs past them, even the younger ones, just to see how they react to it?
Yeah, for me, I think one of the things that sold me on Love Ain't being the release was the fact that when I was listening to it, bringing her to school, and she wanted to hear the song again. And by the second time she heard it, she was singing the chorus. I said, I think that might be a good sign. So
yeah, she's got the words after 2.
I'm going to give her all the credit on that.
That's good. And if they wanted to be in the music industry, would you have any advice for them? Don't?
Our business lawyer makes a lot of money.
Yes.
So it's our business management, and No, there's a lot of great different jobs in the music industry. We'd never persuade them away from it. I think everybody who's in this field, from you to people labeled, we're all in this because we love music. So,
Sure.
Of course, we're going to pass that love of music on to them. But we wouldn't necessarily say take the same path that we did.
I think it would be all about trying to teach them about preparation,
Right.
And being prepared to, be flexible, because the music industry is always changing, and I think everybody's jobs are kind of always changing, and so being flexible and being prepared, and knowing that there are all kinds of avenues in the music industry. So.
It's good advice for me too. I'm going to take that if you don't mind.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, we're so excited to have you guys at Country Fest.
Thank you.
Eli Young Band, they'll be performing soon. And if you're not here yet, you should be. It's 107.7 GNA.